I am fortunate in that I'm a singer. This may be hard to believe, but I am a singer, and I've been singing for a very long time, so it comes very naturally, writing for the voice. And there isn't any sense of, oh, am I placing this in the right way, or is this too difficult, or is this possible or impossible? And it's quite possible, in my regard, to write instrumental music that is really quite challenging and may not settle in the instrument very well, not fit the instrument very well. Of course, in the end, the good players learn it, and it's fine, and it's all doable, but it's that extra hurdle for them. So I feel, therefore, much more relaxed writing vocal music, because I just feel that I know intrinsically what I'm doing. I heard some of the songs that had already been written for Kingfisher, and I, of course, enjoyed them, and they were all different and interesting in their own way. But I didn't feel any of them necessarily were actively acknowledging that it was Halcyon's 15th birthday, for want of a better term. But I thought, well, there's a gap for me to fill, which is to actually not necessarily write a birthday present or a birthday card, but more actively acknowledging Halcyon in some way, musically, through the setting of a particular text. And since I didn't really know any text that would fit the bill, I decided to write one. And so the text itself is really a kind of weirdly late 18th century, maybe 19th century metaphorical take on Halcyon's existence within the context of Sydney's cultural scene. And people can read whatever they want into the various images in it, but that I will admit to, that it really is a fairly obvious, and some people might argue, clunky and kitsch metaphor for the whole process, but I don't mind being kitsch once in a while. I wrote the text at National Music Camp, which was an interesting experience, in a hotel room in the National Music Camp, and I did start the music as well, and then I think I had a break because I had to go back to work. But it was an interesting experience because it was obviously writing it directly for you guys, but, you know, I've written pieces with Halcyon in mind before. It's more that it's also kind of a nod towards the audience for the project in terms of writing a piece that doesn't do what a lot of my other music does technically, but still kind of has some of the same effects. I mean, not that it's an easy piece of music, but in a way it's kind of creating a sonic world that is complex without necessarily the performers having to put in, 120% rather than 105%.